Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Morning Meeting Live. I feel like I look a little dark. Let's see if I can add some light to the situation. Let's see if this helps. Not really. It's always a work in progress, right? So, welcome in. Good morning, Annabelle. Oh, I love your tulip. I want some tulips. Hi, Cece. Good morning. Well, I'm so happy to be here. I'm really excited. It's a nice sunny day. We're going to have a good day. Today is Tuesday, so we get to have fun with friends later. So that's super exciting. I hope everyone had a nice day yesterday. Hi, Harry. Good morning, Tessa. I have to tell everybody that I'm really enjoying reading the poems that you have been writing. Good morning, Kaylin. I think you're doing a fabulous job. I love, love, love your poetry. I actually have been downloading your pictures of your poems and putting them in a folder. Maybe I can make some sort of a class book and I can send it out to everybody. We'll see. Hi, Eric. See, I almost called Adeline Eric because of your mom's name. Good morning, Adeline. Sorry about that. So, I say we get started right away because I'm a couple minutes behind. And let's start by talking about writing. So today your poetry writing center is listening to music. So you're going to be listening to music and writing poetry inspired by music. And that sounds like a lot of fun. I wonder what you'll come up with. Good morning, Olivia. So I can't wait to see what poetry you come up with when you're listening to music. I'm really liking these poetry centers. I wonder how you guys are feeling about them. I know some people are like, I don't know if I like poetry or not, but it's really just like kind of almost like free writing. So I hope you're having some fun with it. So that's what we're doing for our writing, our writing centers today. Now let's talk about reading. So today for reading, yesterday, let's think. Yesterday what we did was we read and we thought about our reading and we thought, does it sound right? Good morning, Amelia. Hi, Autumn. So we thought about, does our reading sound right? Does it sound like we're talking? And then we went back and we fixed it up. So today we're going to talk about another way that we are resourceful in our reading. And another way to be resourceful is to notice a pattern in a book. And patterns can really help us. Once you get the pattern and you know the pattern, and sometimes it takes a couple of pages to learn the pattern, and that's fine. But once you know the pattern, it helps you through the whole book. So that's one reason why we like reading pattern books in kindergarten, because they help us. They support us as we learn new words in our reading. And usually when there's a pattern, there's only a couple of words that are tricky, that are different words. And you know what we can use when we come to those words if we can't read them, if we don't know what they are? We use the pictures. So we're using lots of different tools as we're reading. So I was looking and I wanted to use the Hatching Chick book, but you know what? That book doesn't have a pattern. That is more of an informational book. So I can't use that book teaching you today. But I went down and I found this book. It's called My Bug Box. And it's pretty short. So I'm going to read a little bit of it now, and I want you to be thinking about the pattern. Good morning, Declan. Declan, do you like bugs? I wonder. Oh, did I name the owl? I haven't named them. They didn't come back. I'm hoping maybe I'll get up super early tomorrow and listen for them. That was the best thing. Did you guys get to see the pictures? Those are only some of the pictures. I'll have to post some more because there were pictures that we took that we didn't upload to the computer. Oh, hi Josh. Josh, do you like bugs? I have a book about bugs. Nina's awake. She's not usually awake for morning meetings, so you might hear her giggling as I'm teaching, but that's okay. We won't be distracted by that, will we, friends? So see if you can notice the pattern in this book. My Bug Box. I found a little cricket on a twig one day. I put it in my bug box, and that's where it stayed. Now listen to the next page. No, you guys don't like bugs. I love it. I'm not really that big of a fan either, to be honest. I like worms. I don't really like bugs. I found a little ant in the sand one day. I put it in my bug box, and that's where it stayed. Are you noticing the pattern, you guys? I found a little beetle on a leaf one day. I put it in my bug box, and that's where it stayed. So did you notice that the pattern is I found a little, and it tells a kind of bug, and it tells where you found it. And then on the next page, it always says I put it in my bug box, and that's where it stayed. So it's this first page that you're going to see new words, different kinds of bugs and where they live. And that's where you will be trying to figure out your words. So let's turn the page and see the next page. Ooh. All right, you know what? Look carefully. See if you can catch Mrs. Pagnotti making a mistake. I found a little frog near the door one day. Do you see where I made the mistake? It makes sense, frog. But if you look at that word, does it start with fur? Nope. That word says toad. Toad. I found a little toad near the door one day. I put it in my bug box, and that's where it stayed. So you have to, even when you know the pattern, you have to look so carefully at the words. You really do. It's very important. Oh, and now, oh my goodness. Do you remember when we were learning pattern books and we learned that sometimes at the end, the author tries to trick us and they switch up the pattern? Look, they switched the pattern. It looked nice and snug. I wonder what they're talking about. What looked nice and snug? The box, right? So this is a book that I would go back and I would reread. And if I got stuck and didn't know what the pattern was, or I forgot, what you can do is you can go back and get a running start. That's what we call it. You get a running start. You go back and you start from the very beginning and you figure out the pattern again and you keep going. You keep going. You're persistent in your practice, right? So today when you go off and read, if you have any pattern books that you're reading, see if you can notice the pattern and hold on to the pattern. Hold on to the pattern and use your pictures and your beginning sounds to help you solve words that you don't know. So that's what we're doing in reading today. So I know you guys will do a great job with that. So I'm not sure, Kaylin, why the pictures didn't come up in science. I'll double check, but maybe you guys can look again and let me know if you see them later. So we have already arrived. We're in morning meeting. Next we have creative time. Then read aloud and writing. Lunch, listen to reading, well, read to self and chores. Drawing time, drawing and quiet time, math, and then today is Tuesday, so we have fun with friends. And remember, today is the day that Miss Protz will come. Last week she was late, but today I'm sure she'll be on time, and she'll have some sort of a movement activity for us to do, and I think it will be a lot of fun. So I hope that you can make it to Fun with Friends. But it is beautiful, and I understand if you're outside playing. I get it. So let's go right into our morning message. There we go. Sorry guys, I thought I lost something, but I didn't. Phew. All right, so I have to move my computer screen. Moving you guys over. I'm going to read the morning message. I'm getting my finger ready. Here we go. Hello, friends. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. We will practice lit today. The letter of the day is G. The words of the week are boy, girl, friend, play, and has. So let's go right to our letter of the day, G, and look at the picture. Oh, look, do you see the goat? G, G. G makes, did you know that G makes two sounds? It does. One sound that G makes is G, 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 like in goat. But it makes another sound. It kind of sounds like a J, like J in the name George. I was thinking about George and Harry this morning as I was drawing my pictures for my G page. I was thinking, I bet Harry will draw a picture of George because George starts with J, J, but he spells it with a G. Okay, so G makes two different sounds. So we are going to I'm going to use my marker and show you how to write the letter G. And G is a fun letter because G is a hanging down letter. And I'm trying to remember if when we had Mrs. Fitzpatrick come, did she talk about that being a diving down letter? Sometimes people call it a diving down letter because the bottom of it goes below the line, which is kind of a little crazy, right? It's a little different. But G is special because it starts just like Magic C. Do you remember Magic C? Where Magic C starts? Just checking. Hi, Aldwin. I didn't say good morning to you. So I'm going to start. Let's see. Can you see where I am? So we're going to start in the middle, right here. And just like the Magic C, we bump back around, come down, stop, line up, line back down, go below, dive down, and then hook up. There's my G. All right, ready? Bump back around, stop, line up, line down, down below, and hook up. I'm going to do another one. I hope you're practicing too. Ready? So we're going to start bump back around, down, stop, line up, line down below, and hook up. I like drawing the letter G. Let's try again. Ready? Bump back around, down, stop, line up, line down, down below, hook up. I'm going to do it one last time. All right. Tell me what. I'm going to show you. Tell me what I'm doing wrong with this one. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Pagnotti. Is that what G should look like when you're writing on the lines? Nope, it's way too big. If I saw that, I'd say, ooh, shrink those letters down. Now, if I'm looking, I think my best G is this one. That's my best G. So you guys can work on your G's and see what you think. And remember, we're focusing on teaching the lowercase right now. We've already taught all the letter formations, but we're focusing on the lowercase letters because our hope is that when kids are writing, that they will be more familiar and more comfortable with the lowercase and only use uppercase when necessary, which is at the beginning of a sentence, the beginning of a name, or a proper special place, person, place, or thing. All right, so now let's look at our G page. I started mine. I wonder what you guys will put on yours. I was thinking of George, but look what I did. Let me move my screen over. G, G, G. G, G, G. Whoops, grapes. G, G, G. Green. G, G, G. Ooh, actually, G, J, J. Giraffe. And G, G, girl. So I wonder what you guys will put in your book. What 4 words are you going to draw and label? And I just want to remind you that Mrs. Pagnotti knows how to spell the words. So I'm writing them in grown-up spelling. Your job when you're spelling the words is to say the word out loud and write down the sound you hear. However, if you are using a tool like an alphabet chart that has the word written there, or maybe you went online and searched for G words and it has the word, if you have a tool, then you would write the word spelled correctly because you have a tool to copy from. But otherwise, you would say the word because we want you to be able to do it all by yourself. For when you're in first grade, you'll be expected to write the words yourself, right? Absolutely. And you guys can do it. All right, so the next job that we have is we are going to look at the word girl because that is our word of the day. Yesterday we did boy, today we did girl. Let's look at it. Let's read it together. Ready? Girl. What do you notice about the word girl? Are you looking closely? What do you notice? You know what's fun about girl? At the beginning, there's a hanging down letter, and at the end, there's a tall letter. That's kind of fun. There are 2 consonants at the end. There's an I. Ooh, there are 2 letters in my name. Are any of your letters in the word girl? Girl. All right, let's spell that word out. Are you ready? We're going to tap it out because that gets all of the parts of our brain ready to learn. And it helps us remember G-I-R-L, girl. G-I-R-L, girl. G-I-R-L, girl. All right, let's do the other side. G-I-R-L, girl. G-I-R-L, girl. G-I-R-L, girl. Now get your skywriters up and we're going to practice. And we just practiced G, so this should be easy peasy, right? So G-I-R-L, girl. G-I-R-L, girl. G. Ooh, did you see Mrs. Pagnotti's G? That was a terrible G. I'm going to go back and fix it. I didn't do my little hook. G-I-R-L, girl. That's because I was going too fast. Does that ever happen to you? It does. I know everybody goes too fast sometimes. So now, can you turn and tell someone at your house a sentence that has the word girl in it? Let's think. What could the sentence be? The girl on the bus had a rainbow dress. I wonder what your sentence might be. So we've learned another word. That's a great word to know, right? Now, we are going to look at our calendar. So you guys know that today is the 19th of May. Where is my marker? Here it is. You know it's the 19th of May. So when we count the days on the calendar, what number will we count up to? You're right, we'll count up to 19. So here we go. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. How many more days until we would make a bundle? Does anybody know how many more days it would be until we make a bundle? It's 1. 1 more day and we would make a bundle. That's crazy. Look at how few days we have left in the month of May. That's something else. May's gone by so quickly. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is the number of the day. Now, I heard from you guys that you guys really seem to like the number of the day. So what I did, I erased my board. I haven't started it yet for today. But we only have 2 10 frames at the bottom. So what I did was I uploaded multiple 10 frames. So I printed my other 10 frame out and I put it on the other side of my pocket sleeve so that I can use this side when we do our number, right? So that's up in the math resources section. So you don't need it right now because the number that we're going to do is a not too big of a number. So I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to write it. I'll show you how to use the other side to show the number. 24. So when we get into the other decades of numbers, it's a little bit easier to remember them as opposed to the teen numbers. The teen numbers are a little tricky. So what is 1 less than 24? You'd count back 1. So it would be like saying, what's 1 less than 4? It would be like this. It would be like saying this number sentence, 24 minus 1 equals, and you know that that would be 23. 23, counting back. Counting back is tricky. It would be a good thing to practice. What is 1 more than 24? What is 1 greater? It would be 24 plus 1. 25, that's right. It's like 4 plus 1. Like you add the ones together, right? You count on 24, 25. Then we're going to count the next 3 numbers. So 25, 26, 27, and 28. Now I'm going to draw a picture down here. Let's see, how do I want it to look? Oh, I know what I want it to look like. I drew 4 groups of 6 because 4 groups of 6 equals 24. And if I'm thinking of 24 and I'm thinking of a number bond, 2 numbers that when you put them together equals 24, can you see that I've grouped them into 2 groups like this? So I'm going to say 12 plus 12 equals 24. You could do it a different way. You could say 20 plus 4 if you wanted. You could do lots of different combinations. That might be a fun challenge. How many combinations can you find for the number 24? That would be a big challenge. Now we're going to do tally marks. So I know that 20 is 5 groups of 5 when I count with my tally marks. 5, 10, 4 groups of 5. This is Pegnotti. 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm going to start with my 4 groups of 5. So there's my 20. And I know that 24 is 20 plus 4 more. 20 plus 4 more, so it's going to look like this. Now, you guys don't have the other side printed, so look at how we're going to do this. I know that 2 10 frames is equal to 20. So I'm going to color in my 10 frames. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm just going to pretend right down here that there's like a little 5 frame. I can imagine that, right? 4, 10, 20, 4. Do you see how I did that? That was fun. All right, friends. So Now it is time for the weather, right? It's time for the weather. I feel like I'm forgetting to do something, but everyone knows how much Mrs. Pagnotti loves the weather. And when I look outside, guess what I see? You can tell if you look behind me, you can see the sun reflecting on the wall. It is sunny at my house. Is it sunny at your house? I bet you it is. So I'm going to color in a yellow rectangle, which means yellow is still in the lead. Sunny is still in the lead. It has the greatest number of rectangles colored in on our weather graph. And rainy still has the fewest. Now we're going to look and see what Siri has to say about the weather. Oh my goodness, wait until you see this. A number pattern that will make me happy. It's 55 degrees out, guys, and sunny. Look at the sunshine on the phone. Isn't that so cool? All right, let's see if there's any wind. Ooh, look at the wind. It is windy. I noticed that when I let the dog out today. The trees were definitely blowing. It's 18 miles an hour. So even though the air temperature is 55 degrees, it only feels like 50. So you might want a sweatshirt if you go outside. So I'm going to write 55, and then I'm going to show you what our temperature calendar looks like, and maybe you will notice the pattern that I like. And then it's time to go off and have our day. So look closely, see if you notice. Look at those Tuesday numbers, friends. 55, 55, 55. I love that. It's a little silly, but. So we're still mostly in the 50s. We've only had 4 days in the 60s, but we've had a lot of sunny days so far, and hopefully they'll continue to be sunny, and I hear it might get warmer by the end of the week. So I hope everyone has a great day. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell you. Did you hear that tomorrow the musical is going to be doing some sort of a little performance? Did you hear this? Yes, the musical. Is it Madagascar? I'm not sure. Kindergarten doesn't do the musical, so I don't know. But we'll get a link, and I'm going to go check it out. So that'll be tomorrow. But for today, I hope you read a little, write a little, do some math, be creative, have some fun, be kind, and be happy. Those sound like good kindergarten jobs. What do you think? I think so. So I will see you guys all later today. The link will go up right before 2:30. We have our movement challenge followed by you could draw or you could build. I found a new building tool in my basement, so I'm going to build. And we'll see each other then. So have a great day. Bye, guys. Alex is in the play. Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait to see it. Bye.